Let's get ready to rumble. What is going on? Oh my God, it's Thursday. Woo! Let's get the action going. Let's make it live. Let's make it loud. Let's make it happy. Let's make it positive. What is happening, y'all? How we doing? Can we be heard? Can you hear me? Wait. Okay, you can hear me. All right. Did I blow out the microphone? I think I... Ooh. Sorry. How are you? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. What's up, Trish? Thanks for the heads up on the chat. Oh, that's just the dumbest thing. Although... Is it the same? Yeah. I know when you have a vertical live, it says a different thing. It doesn't say live chat. It says, I don't remember. It says whatever. Oh, I can look on my phone here. I could do that. Chat filter, top messages, all messages. So if you're watching on your phone, it's your switch to all messages. And if you're watching on a computer, live chat. Yeah. This is honestly, this might be the longest I've ever, I've shaved everything off and kind of left the goatee for a little while. And I think maybe that might have been potentially longer, but right now there's a new collab chat too. If you're the first few people to watch a vid, you can chat in it. Yes, I'm into that. I've done a couple of vids. When I post the vid, I post it as a premiere. I've done that a couple times recently. And then if you happen to be like, so when I go, I'm going to post it live. And then instead of just posting live, I post it as a premiere. And then it does like a 60-second countdown. And then it has a live chat during that premiere. I've done that a few times. Robin, yeah. And it was just live chat on a premiere. Okay, yeah. But I have to premiere it. If I just post it, then it just posts, and then you can just post in the chat. But I did notice there was something else you could scroll over, like it was, I don't know. YouTube does like to pop up some new things, some new ideas, stuff they want you to do, try. Go full Moses mode. This is, I'm just being honest, I want to shave it off. I just want to go... And then just, yeah. I'm not even going to shave. I'm just going to trim it like I trimmed the neck. I did this, and then that made me relax and not where I also did a little right here and right here. Right there. Stacy, still eating spaghetti. Do you do spicy spaghetti? Who here likes their spaghetti with a little bit of zip to it? Or do you prefer just a nice spaghetti sauce? When I think of spaghetti, I grew up with spaghetti. It was good, but it wasn't like spicy, just a good sauce. And then we would have like spaghetti dinners and things. And I remember we had like one we went to, was like for a youth group or something, and everyone made some different pastas. So do it. Well, but I'm also kind of having fun, Pat. Trish. It's looking solid. It's all right. I've got this serious. This is my grays. If I go like this, no grays. But here, grays. Stacy's is not spicy. Robin says everything's spicy. I am now on the spicy. I've always liked spaghetti. I've always liked pasta. I've always made my own, ever since I moved out, to college, it was like, okay, I'll make my own spaghetti, make my own sauce, kind of decide how I like it. And I feel like the sauce I made up until I started going spicy was good. So I can't deny that it's just a classic sauce. Now I like it hot. Like a little bit of more zip in the spice. You know what I'm saying? Keep the flavor savor. That's another reason, Grateful, is I've noticed, like, depending on what I do, like, I don't know, was it I drank something or whatever, and it's like it collects. It becomes like a sponge that's like sticking out. I did actually shave under here. I went kind of get underneath there because it was starting to curl onto the lip. It's fun. We're having fun. Zachary, what's up? Spicy is the way to go. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having quite a day. It's been good. Trying to stay, just keep everything going forward, moving on. What's the next positive thing we're going to do and work on? Loving it. Loving it. The only thing I don't know, regret. The only thing I desire or I wish I had more time. I wish there was just more time in the day. I think maybe I need to start sleeping less. I just want to do more, have more time, whether it's, hanging out with friends or with family or creating things. It's just like, I just wish it feels like time goes too fast. It goes too quick and it fleets, it gets away from us. And before you know it, you're 50 and you're what? It's all good. It's all good. But use that time. Enjoy it. Anyway, so what's everyone up to? How's everyone's week been going? Any good plans for the weekend? Next weekend is a Thanksgiving holiday. So do I go live with the family? I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. Starting speed? Some guys look sexy on what? With a mustache? I have a completely different aura to my presence. If I shave all this off and just leave the mustache, it gets slimy and creepy pretty quick. So yeah, I've done that as for fun. Maybe that'll be like, if I'm going to shave this off, I'll shave it off and we'll leave the mustache for like one live stream or something. And then, but yeah, grateful. When it starts rolling over into the lip, blech. Dilemma Trauma's birthday is Thanksgiving Day. If that's the case. Happy 1 week prior birthday. Anybody have any fun plans for next weekend? You got a few days off. I get off work Thursday and Friday. So get to spend the day for sure Thursday with family. Excuse me. We'll be over at sister's house hanging out, having some really good food. We always eat good. Family knows how to make a good holiday dinner. And you have some fun. It should be great. Something we are going to talk about. On me, it looks great. This I feel I'm good with the way it looks. It's after a few days it gets itchy, and if I shave this off, it becomes this serious like. It gives me this aura of gross. Shave it, yeah. That's what I'll do is when we're gonna shave, we'll get rid of this here, get rid of this, maybe the big old boom, and then shave that off. So just got the caterpillar. Mutton stash, just shave the chin, just right here, and then have it just go like that. Just all colonial. Call it the Hetfield. Yeah. Yeah. That was a bad Hetfield impression. Trish says, do what I want. I'll do what I want. I will. I will. But it's fun to talk about it, and we're having fun. And I've always been I'm not going to shave every day. That's too much. And aura of creep. Exactly. So yeah, I go a couple weeks, and so sometimes I'll shave it. Sometimes I'll grow the chops out. I've had the chops way out in the past, where I've basically a chop this a whole section, just a big old chop. I've done that a lot. Do the old Abe Lincoln. Hey Blinken. Hey Blinken. Just gonna choose this spot pop-up tent. So, Diet Blue. Gons. Diet Blue. So, what is the good, awesome? It's going to be, what do they call it? Black Friday sales. Anybody got knives ordered already that they can't wait? Anybody know of any sales that are upcoming soon that they're jumping on? I got to bring some up. Mick sent me a message earlier about Flytanium sale. Artisan Cutlery has a big sale. Anybody ever hear of Artisan Cutlery before? Oh, does he not say that? There is no voice. I was waiting for the voice. I was waiting for the Grateful Dong sent 5 gift memberships, but it doesn't do that. Grateful, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 5 memberships out from our wonderful, fearless, amazing champion, Grateful Dong. Who did we get it? You guys hear that? Is there an owl in here? Dude. Okay, so we got Homer, got one, Stonewall, John Butler, Roman Craig, and Dana. Congratulations. Robin already blew his knife budget. Is that Dillery's company? Yeah. Essentially, yes. Focus works. The spoon is a lie. Robo Steve. Focus works. All right, I got that on the list here quick. Thanks again, Grateful Dong. For the new members, we've got some emojis and stuff for all the veterans. Go ahead and post them up. Let them know. Welcome them into the club, the gang.
At Neil Mackenzie 4842 became a member.
Neil Mackenzie, welcome to the gas station. Look at that cat. Look at that strong cat. Just sitting there with his just mean mugging off to the side. Good luck. Thank you, Neil. Welcome aboard the gas station. We have fun here. We have fun here. What's up, macaroni? Right? Okay, I'm new. Is this where we order Girl Scout cookies? What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? That sounds like one of them AI questions. Please check out Trish.
At Mopatic became a member. At Mopatic celebrates 5 months of membership. Wow, how has it been 5 months already?
Like I said, that time, it goes. Trish, 5 months. Thank you so much. the wonderful Trish, aka Mo Patty EDC. Put me down some Thin Mints and some macaroons. Is that what they're called now? What the one that's changed name? It was like the Turtles.
At Crow's Blades became a member.
At Crow's Blades. Ron Crow. What's up, dude? Oh, welcome to the gas station. Just became a sponsor. Woohoo! You know you've made it. Now I got both crows in here. Oh, we're gonna get rowdy tonight, kids, right? Exponentially faster by the day, it seems. Donnie, 100% correct. It goes way, way, way too quick. And then the next year, quicker. And then the next year, quicker. Okay, what was it? There was someone said make sure to go. My God. Did the chat blast that fast? Or did it get removed? Somebody was like, go check out this. And that was right when I got blown up there. Tops Text Creek Slip Joint. What's up, Thomas? Search Googs. All right, I got several searches up here, kids. Wait, that's the most recent one? Did I go back and find it? Okay, I did. Okay, and then you said it again, Thomas. I knew I saw it, but thank you for popping it up again. I apologize if I miss chats here and there. I try to respond to all the chats. You know how that goes. I also squirrel out very easily. Easily. I was 23 just a few days ago. Right? Right? Bro, I was at Woodstock 99. What? That was like yesterday, bro. Man. Okay. No doubt. No doubt about it. All right. Where do we focus? How do we focus? 80s baby here. Where does the time go? Tag and soak it in as much as possible, bro. The 20s go quick and the 30s go quicker. It's wild stuff. Who was? Trish, I was. I put my map in there. Or wait, no, they laminated it in there. Hell of a time. If you want to see some wild pictures, I could show you guys some wild pictures. For sure. Okay. I don't know where to start here. Let's yeah. Do love me some Limp Bizkit. Tagging's gonna be 20 on May 23rd. Fantastic, bro. Grateful. Damn, bro. No, Trish. I went with a group of 4 people, 2 guys, 2 girls, and we saw tons of people, tons of crazy, but every person we met was nothing but polite, friendly. It was an amazing experience. I mean, yeah, we saw some fires and some stuff, but we didn't see anybody really fight. We didn't see anybody, anything crazy. It was just all positive. Everyone there was like positive vibes for sure. Which one did you watch? Patty. Cause there's a picture of me and the one that was on was it on Netflix or was it Hold on. I can probably, oh, I know where it is. Okay, so yeah, Mick, I've got that up. Flytanium has a sale right now. That's one of them I'm about to go to here. Is there a page for the sale? Is it under garage sale, Mick? All right. This isn't going to work good because we have the classic. There you go. Okay, Woodstock 99 Peace, Love, and Rage is the name of the documentary. And at 55 minutes, this photo was taken by someone. Those are nothing but tents that go way back there. That's me. Right there. And I had to research it because I wonder if it'll work better from this. No. There you go. That's me. We had to do research. It was like, I don't know, I can't tell if that's me or not or whatever, but we've looked at the tents and all the different tents, and then I found photos. And my buddy's standing right next to me here, and he has a brown shirt on with a little circle on his chest. And then we found a picture, or there's a guy right there with a brown shirt with a circle. And that's my buddy because I found a picture of him wearing that shirt. And then I found a picture of our tents. We were standing by the tents, and it was like, here's a blue tent next to a yellow tent next to it, whatever. So it was like, wow. I never knew the photo was taken. But we're sitting there watching Woodstock. Crap. But it's like at 55 minutes. It was like, holy, no way. It was like, there's no way. But it's pretty fun to find a photo from years ago on a documentary and be like, wait, might be my shot. That's cool. Okay, what am I missing here? It was horrible how documentaries are always looking for, they're trying to create a story. They're trying to make it. And it was horrible in that the things that happened with the way that they ran the show was terrible. The people that were there were great, but the way they ran, there was only one garbage can per acre, and the garbage cans were full. They filled immediately, and there were so many people that would buy the food that the pizzas, there was people making decorations, like a huge peace sign made out of pizza boxes that was 80 feet across. And it was because there were so many pizza boxes, but there's not enough garbage. They didn't have enough toilets. They didn't clean the toilets. The water by the toilets broke. It was $4 for a bottle of water. And so it was like all those things, the vending company, that is what happened. They screwed everybody there. And you couldn't bring anything in. And so it was kind of one of those things where that was the mess. And that's why it kind of blew apart at the end. Because the last night, everyone's like, well, we're done. We're out of here. And that's when they started making bonfires and stuff, and they looted some of the tents and stuff, but I didn't see anybody fighting or getting hurt at all. But it was crazy. I have pictures of stuff. I got pictures of semis on fire. All right. So Mick posted the code, Flytanium code Buzz WJFJ or 7R ZLD. Am I taking an eye test? You can use that code on everything except for the garage sale items. Oh. Did a freak with long hair feed you mushrooms? I don't remember. No. Feed me? Okay. Flytanium. So we could look at anything, I guess. The arcade light, just the stuff that is not The concourse. That's why I don't give big outdoor shows my money. They really screwed that up. They really, I mean, it was 3 nights, like the camping and everything. It was a big, I mean, there's almost 300,000 people there. We watched people walking to go to the show, and it was like 60 feet wide, shoulder to shoulder people for like an hour and a half straight before we decided to join and walk. It was unbelievable to see that many people. Unless it's a bucket list band. Well, at the time, dude, it was like 30 bands that were all like, I look forward to seeing every single one of these. Like, it was back in a time when music was more, here we go, this old man. Back when music was music, there was well, artists had like multi-albums. It wasn't so much like one-hit wonders. Here today, gone today. Went to a Monsters of Rock tour. So the concourse, I don't even know anything about this. How new is this? What's the blade steel? 14C? It looks fancier than that. So yeah, anybody anything on Flytanium you're hot and excited about? Stick pen with a cap for $15. Titanium? That's not bad. That is not bad. Concerts are fun though. I haven't been to any in quite a while. It's expensive. They overcharge these days. But if there's a band that exists and they are doing a show and it's near you and you have the time and the means, I would recommend doing it. It's fun and you miss chances. You miss chances. I was just too young to catch like the last Pink Floyd show where they were all together, you know, but had I been a few years older out of high school or something, you know, I probably wouldn't have been able to get to shows that I just remember growing up. There's like, you're not old enough to drive. You're not really going to concerts unless your parents bring you or something, I didn't have an older brother or sister or anything like that. But yeah, if you have concerts that you're interested in, Central Rental is selling TSA confiscated knives for $10. That's kind of like, that's like the Stuff MC. My buddy Dave just texted me saying that, giving me that message. In the arms of Kenman. I don't have any puppies that are missing half their. Back before Sarah McLachlan was just some creepy old lady. Yep. No wonder the price, because it was 14C. Kevin goes to shows all the time. 80s, 90s. It's been like, it's probably been 10 years now, but I'm trying to think one of the more recent shows I went to was Foreigner, Tesla, Def Leppard. And Foreigner and Tesla, Def Leppard was the headliner, and let me tell you, Foreigner and Tesla smoked that concert. They crushed it. Def Leppard was okay, but man, Tesla crushed that show. Still can sing. Although that was probably almost 10 years ago now. Probably 10 years ago now. Okay, well, wait. I just wanted to see. So their sale is 35% off site-wide minus the garage sale parts. I'm not a fan of how we start talking about websites again. So they have 3, Arcade, Beef, and Concourse. So you can get that Arcade. The Arcade Pro is $300. And so you can get that for 35% off right now. Tonto blade, titanium, frag. Nobody outsings Perry. Nobody. Oh, Perry. How many notes can you sing before demonetize? Well, I guess we can sing as much as we want. There is no monetization. Woo! No worries, I guess, right? I don't even have to think about that. That's the best. Not here for that. I'm here for you. Arcade Pro is dope. Mick said he ordered one. 35% off. Who's got the math on that? Is that about $100? Is that about $100? Sounds about right. I'll show you what I did buy today. Hold on. Hold on. So, Artisan Cutlery big sale. Look at this. Anybody have one of these? I don't. But let me tell you what. 29 bucks AR RPM 9 Artisan Cutlery Revel. I'll have it tomorrow. 29 for that one, 33 for the black one. 44 for the mint green. That's not really mint green. Went a couple weeks ago to see Mo. Great show, like those guys, more of a jam band. That's always fun. Just a nice, fun jam band. I don't think that looks like mint green. It looks kind of more blue. What's up, Robert? And what's this one? Oh, S90V. So the S90V one, I mean, if you like this knife, and you're interested, 71 bucks. That's 40% off. There's the math. S90V. And this, what is this? What are they calling that handle? FRN with the texture. Nice little radial texture. Yeah, it's definitely baby blue. That's definitely baby blue. I went ahead and just bought the cheapest one since these 3 are all the same other than the black or the baby blue. I feel like if I wanted to, I might do some type of weathering or something to this and try to make the texture and the pattern pop a little bit more. Give it a black wash or something. But for $30. So that's $10 off, but yeah, you want to get that premium one, 71. So is this basically it's different. The Prado. Wait, there we go. I mean, they're both Real Iconico. Prado is longer blade, similar. Crossbar lock on the Prado, though. I need more light over here. Whoa. What was that? I feel like that was behind me. Weird. So yeah, both Ray Laconico designs. This one's a crossbar. It's fun. It's kind of a beast. And then the Revel's a button lock. So slightly different. Slightly different. Is it properly treated S90V? I doubt it, honestly. Artisan Cutlery, well, Artisan Cutlery is the better or the upgraded version of CJRB, and I have at least 2 or 3 S90V Artisan or CJRBs, and they're fantastic. So, Herne, I would guess that who here do you think Artisan Cutlery and CJRB heat treat at the same place? I have an S90V Frac. I have an S90V Echo. I have an S90V this. And I've used these. I've sharpened, well, I haven't really had to sharpen the Frac a lot because it's huge and I've only carried it a few times. But yeah, I've definitely sharpened whatever the hell. Why can't I remember what this is? Hectare. And I think they're great. So I don't know. I don't know. Did anyone else get on the Growler XL? Growler XL is gorgeous, but boom. Herne says if the Simoon is on sale, I can 100% endorse it. How do we feel about FRN? It's fine. It's too light. I do have the FRN. My brain is off at the moment. This is that $30 CJRB Acacia with the FRN. It feels fine. The grip and the texture on there, I like that. I like a heavier blade though, and it is lighter. So not as much that, but you know, for the prices, to be honest, I saw this as 30 bucks. That was like, well, yeah, done. And it was purchased before I even thought about it. I've seen the Revel before. So look, we got the Orthodox, 40 bucks. That's only 10% off though. Here we go. The Simoon, 10% off, 44 from 49. The Simoon has that lock on the back. The it says right here, I'm sure. Recoil lock, which is a nice, so it's got the crossbar, and then it also has that little back recoil lock, which is like a super lock shark lock. Plus the Simoon does have a cool look and shape to it. Blue one, 49, green and black, 49, but the black on black, 44. Not bad. Stonewall threw down for the Voodoo Doll. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? If anyone wants to pre-order me this Voodoo Doll right here, this one, Merry Christmas. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think it's going to be in the cards. If there was a lefty version, it doesn't matter though, because it's got that. Look at that lock. That bolster lock is sexy. I like how it does the curve. I can't point to it. The curve on the back, where the bolster doesn't go all the way to the back. It just kind of. You went for the green micarta flavor. I like this one. Everybody's got their flavors. Black micarta, green micarta. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. I can see that too. I wish the bolster contrasted. Wait. So it does kind of, see how the bolster contrast seems to contrast more on that side? I like that a lot. If the bolster was a little more gold. Like it seems like it's gold on that side and then it's not on this side. And then this and this is gold. Yeah, it's probably just the angle. That's just the light reflecting because this is gold and this is gold too, and it still has more of a bronze. That's pretty sweet though. It's a great looking knife. Anyone else is gonna go for that? It's rad. I feel I'd enjoy the full size better. Yeah, grateful, same. But this is still, oh man, that natural mic card. I don't know why I love it. This is still 7.3. So this is like, you know, just this is your bug out pyrite drop bear compare. You know? Gonna be about that size right there with my big old mitt. I'm all right with that. What am I doing? What am I doing? You ever reach for that liner lock on that crossbar lock? Yeah. But the full size is not going to be something available right now. And this one is. It's choice. It is choice. Get yourself a big old beast proponent. $45 for this black proponent. 45 bucks for 4 pounds of AR RPM 9. Tempting me with the damn Lander 5s again? Yeah, dude. Okay. I love those guys. I love them all. Ben, Austin, very nice guys. Great company. I support them all the way. If you're just looking for $30 knife though, I got it. I bought them from the Kickstarter. I've supported their next Kickstarter. I'll probably support one after that and continue to do so. I love them. They're good guys. I like what they're doing. This for the 25, 30 bucks, when it's open, it feels great. But it's like 5 CR. There isn't really any action. You can barely flip it out. You can actually, I almost did it. Someone told me that you can front flip it. Ugh. Almost. But it's a cool little small pocket knife that I think would make a better fixed blade, this exact size and shape with the jimps on it. But that it's just the experience opening it and closing it is eh. They look cool. Do you feel where I'm coming from with that? Like, even if I didn't have some and someone said that, I'd probably still buy one because I like to support those guys. When I meet people that have positive attitude and I just like their ethics and the way they do stuff, and just I like what Ben and those guys over at NAFS are doing. And so I definitely support it. And I know that sounds like I'm not supporting it because I'm basically saying if you're going to spend 30 bucks, you might be able to find something better. I mean, for 30 bucks, you can buy this, you know. $30. You got this acacia right here. And if you're just looking for a knife just for cutting and stuff, at least this you can open easy and more fun with one hand. You know what I mean? And yeah, I can open this with one hand, but I'm rolling it out. I can't flick it out. I can't front flip it. I can't flick it at all because it's not designed for that. He designed this to be a cheap user. And 5CR, I haven't really sharpened it and used it and sharpened it and used it to see how it's going to hold. But a different steel, more fidget factor, it'll hold its edge better. Great knife for a kid, I think. Zach, yes. You know, but even then for a kid, you see that hole. Sometimes they have a harder time with a hole than with a flipper tab, something like that. So like for a kid, you almost want to say like something simple that just has that, well, not this, but just a flipper tab that's easy to kind of just work. Most $30 knives are bigger, and it's not the size. It's just, if you want a small, inexpensive knife that's just going to be for cutting open a box or something, get yourself the Lander 6. 15 bucks. I've bought like 4 of these. Gave a couple to my nephews, did some for a couple of giveaways. This is a great little 5th pocket carry, because this I would almost, I don't know, I like knives, so I buy knives. I buy these. We're going to get to those. But boom. Yeah, I've never handled the the voodoo doll or whatever, or the small, but it looks cool. 15 bucks for the Lander 6. If you want a small knife for a bag, these work great too. $15, you know. If this was 20 bucks, I would almost feel more, but it's 30. And it's 5CR, and you can't flick it. It looks like you should be able to flick it more. Like, well, there, I did it. You know what I mean? But the action on these is not as great as like a $30. I hope that translates. And I hope if am I kidding? Those guys aren't going to see it. No worries. Fred gave me this. This was on my Tenable list, but they're currently out of stock. And so if you wanted one of these, you can't order one right now. This is the Calibri Tech from Tenable. This is a folding sword. It's ridiculous and fantastic. Fred basically said, hey, this is a gift. He got it, and it's just way too big for him. He's like, he liked it, likes the design, but it's just enormous. CJRB Pyrite Light in FRN and RPM 9 is only $29. Right, and I have 2 of those, Thomas. I have 2 of them. Here's one right here, and I don't recommend this knife. For 30 bucks, get the Revel, get the Acacia, get something else. This thing has cut my palm right there, right like that. It is touching my palm right now. The blade is too long, and you can't free swing it. I have had several of Pyrite, and the standard Pyrite, I can look away and I can swing this in my palm all I want, and I'm never going to cut myself because it's properly done. The Pyrite is correct. The Pyrite Alt is correct. The Pyrite Bowie, correct. But the Pyrite Light, the blade is too long. It's touching my palm right there. It can't close. Like well, Dan, don't do it like this. I got huge hands. Look at this. That's how I do it on here, and I don't cut my palm. Boom. You're going to get a Pyrite? Get the Bowie. Not cutting my palm at all. I would never do that again with a Pyrite Light. In fact, this one's for a custom that I'm going to do, and the first thing I'm going to do is shave off about that much of the tip. I'm excited about it. I love Pyrites, but Pyrite Lights, I have 2 of them. The other one's right over there. This green one. And the Acacia crossbar locks, same thing. When I have a small crossbar lock, I push it into my palm like this. I know some people, their hands are smaller, so their palm's up here. Well, my hands are huge, so my palm is here, but I can do that and not bring it down into that meat. I have medium-sized hands, and I've never had an issue with the Pyrite Light. Exactly. It's my problem, Thomas. It's totally me. I keep cutting myself on it, though. Well, that's a flaw. I would almost say that's more of a flaw for a large-handed individual. Most people, if they don't have huge, monstrous, meaty hands, they're holding it like here. and it's there. Their palm is never up like that. And because I have such big hands and I'm trying to get in there, it ends up bringing my hand around and I can just make things hide. It doesn't do me any good, except for it makes some of those knives. I've cut my palm. Anything small crossbar locks, small short ones, I absolutely love the way the mini Main Street looks, but I can't use this knife. When I go to close it, I have to go like this. Be very careful so that I don't cut myself. I need Paul to snip that tip. I'm going to try it. I'm definitely going to try it. This, and then I'll give you a little, oh, that was funny. I thought it was going to go behind. I lined this sign. Thank you, Stacy, for this beautiful sign. I had it on last week as well, but I thought the knife was going to go behind like that, but no, that's fun. Creepy. It's weird. Anyway, I do have issues with this knife. This knife is huge. Look at that. If I grab here, I can literally, it's a sword. Liner lock works fine. It drops shut. But thumb stud is a pain in the ass. I can't flick it at all. Thumb stud on the right. You saw that. Those were fail, succeed, right? Flipper tab works fine, which is my least favorite. There is a front flipper on here too, but I have an issue with the front flipper. So the front flipper's way up here, right? And so when you want to get up to do a front flipper, what do? You got to get up to it to do it. Well, when you get up to it to do it, you are now getting in the way of the rear flipper, and it kind of catches on your hand. And so it's like you have to hold it low so you're out of the way of the rear and then do the front flipper. So it's kind of The rollover works. You should do a horizontal fade dye job on that sunset style. Like this. So like a red sun right here and fade out. We could try it. The only concern I have is that texture. Ooh, careful. Slide your finger across the blade. I was like right there. I could just feel it wanting to split. So that is deep. You can see those grooves. And dye, if you've ever seen water, liquid dye, it's wicks. Is that the right word? It wicks. So it's entirely possible, like if I have this way, like vertical, okay, and we're dipping it into water, that when it's right here, that water will naturally like up those grooves, but not consistently. So some of them, it might wick right all the way up to the top of it. You know what I mean? Which could then mess up the way the dye. I know that when uneven surfaces, basically when you do a fade, you have to dry this completely. Here, I'm giving you secrets. If it's not dry when you're going to dip in, the water will naturally bleed up any wet areas, and then it won't be that consistent fade. So you have to dry it off in between dips. With that texture, if I did it this way, they're mostly sideways, so it might not wick up. Like up here though, it could wick up. Right here it could wick up. It might not do it at all, and maybe I should just test it in just water without dye and see how it moves up. But it naturally might want to flow up the crevice. Yep. I love the idea though of incorporating some type of a fade or a burst with this 100%. So whether or not we'll be able to do that, I don't know. We'll look into it. It's on the docket. I wanted to get one of these for a die in this color, and this just happened to be the one that Fred had. And I can tell you that just the flipper tab only is satisfying. Maybe we need to get rid of that thumb stud, put on a bigger one or a disc, or the thumb studs just, they suck. They literally are horrible. I can't flick this out. So it makes you not. If I had spent $200 on this, that's not what it costs. I think these are 65 bucks when they're available at Tenable. But if I like wanted this because I thought it was cool, and then it was $200 and I were to have bought it and then got it, I would have been like, man, this is disappointing. But at this price point, well, I mean, thanks again, Fred. It was free. But if I had paid for this, I would not be terribly upset with it. I'd be a little frustrated because I can't flick it. And that's kind of one of the reasons it's good to have a, that one worked. Good to have a knife to pick it up at a show or something, feel it in your hand before the fact and kind of decide, do you like the action on it, basically. Anybody else have one of these, and what do they think about the action on it? Is it anything like this? Woo! That's a bad outfit. The ring lock with the ratchet. If you haven't seen this video yet, what are you doing? And there's, you know, want to see a trick? Pretty impressive, right? Ratcheting? I mean, who knew? Who knew for $13 or $14 you could get the Kudu? Voodoo? Hoodoo? Steady now. Steady. The ratcheting is wild stuff. So explain to me this too. So this is the Kudu. I originally bought the Kudu Light. And the reason I bought the Kudu Light because I did one of my all in a day. Everybody seen the all in a day series where I research, make the purchase, it ships, I receive it, I do the video unboxing, post it all in a day. Who knew about the Kudu? Right? Voodoo. Voodoo? The babe? Worst cut I ever had. It gives me PST or PST. PTSD, and I paid $7. Oh. I'm sorry, Stacy. So, Kudu Light has a half stop back spring. You can see the spring sprung, boom, boom, right? Then you have the Kudu. So I was like, well, if this is the Kudu Light, I could get a Kudu. So I found the Kudu and I'm like, what's the difference? Well, the Kudu has the ring on it. So it has a lock rather than just the slip joint. Other than that, you would think that they are exactly the same. But the reality is the Kudu Light is 1/10 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch longer than the Kudu. And the Kudu Light is heavier than the Kudu. So the Kudu has a weight and a size smaller and lighter than the Kudu Light. Wait, no, Kenman, you got that backwards. No, I did not. The Kudu Light is a larger, heavier knife than the Kudu. And Stacy, I'm gonna have to put these away. Were you doing something like that? Because that's the thing, is it's like I was trying to figure out how this works, and you can't hold it in a safe way and pull the, well, maybe like that. It's difficult. Although it does have the stopping ratchet. So when you pull and you get there, you got one, you got another one, you got another one. You know, you've got a while to go. But they are, it's a big, long, thin blade that could easily, it's like calling a big dude tiny. The Kudu lights. Go on, get on up there now. Thought I was being, yeah. For the collection, I got it. They're there. We'll have them in some lives occasionally and stuff like that, but pretty much that's what we're going to get. These are not something I'm going to carry. The other deal is they don't have, there's no sheath or anything. So when you drop that in the pocket, it just instantly wants to turn sideways like this. And a knife that's 5.5 inches long, closed in your pocket sideways is just, you know, annoying, uncomfortable, inadequate. Is this my new favorite knife? Where's Heat Nate? I guess he usually shows up later on Thursdays. I missed. I keep it, it's wrapped up in a box buried in my gear. Stacy, I know what you mean. It was the rake or the Reich 801 or whatever that I had. I did like a checkerboard kind of patterned laser mark to it. And I went to close it and my thumb was here and it cut my thumb. And ever since then, I was afraid of that knife. Sebald, what is this knife? Sebald, you haven't seen this yet? Ooh. This is the Numb Knife Works N1 Cornerstone. So we have S90V, awesome blade with jimps up on the top for Kenman in a nice little scoopy space. We have a hollow grind on that S90V. We have textured titanium, and it has what's called the pinch lock. My Cornerstone's lost in the fog at this moment. You still haven't got it, Grateful? No. You still don't have it? That sucks. Pinch lock is great, though. Completely lefty righty similar or compatible. So if you boom, boom, boom. Just got your shipping info on the shirt. It's been like a month now, 3 weeks. It's lost at the distributing center. Wow. This is, though, I don't know. The lefty compatible, you know, it's like the full experience is the same with that pinch lock. And so having it in the, it's a lefty, it feels like a lefty custom, you know. So it took a month. So good to know for those of you that aren't aware, because I don't really promote or push it because I just don't, I guess. But if you are interested in merch, there is a link. But Patty ordered right away. And she's now just getting the shirt. Got some hoodies, a couple hats, some mugs, some shirts. $14 for a mug, $19 for a t-shirt, $33 for the hoodie. I got them marked on the least amount of, like, I can make the prices that the way this spring site works is I can make the price whatever I want. So like if I want to make the shirt $40, then I would get a $25 profit off of it, but I make it $18 and I get $1 or whatever it is. I tried to mark it up the absolute minimum because I'm not really doing it, you know, I'm not pushing it hard, promoting it, trying to get everyone wearing my merch, but I know a few people wanted something. And a few people that want something, I try to make it available for people. Grateful. Sounds like you got a month before you're going to get yours if that's how long Patty's took. And if it's slow and like when we get some of them, because I haven't seen the shirts or the hoodies yet and the quality, I did order one of each as well. But I haven't gotten that same shipping info that Patty got, Trish got. It's still there. It's tough to read stuff when we're reading things and I'm looking at it. I hope you understand. And so, yeah, I do make $1 or $2 off of each item. And it's kind of cool. I would consider some other venues for some other shirts. I wanted to do like a baseball hat or whatever, but they only did embroidery. And like this logo is like 8 colors and they only do 6 color embroidery. So maybe I'll look into getting some patches or that's what I basically want to do is then you can put a patch on a hat or put a patch on a whatever, a bag. But when you drop this logo to 6 colors when it's 8, it looks significantly different. Like even if you just take this lighter orange and the darker orange and make them just orange, that's one color you got to get rid of. But now you got to get rid of one more color. And when you do that, it changes the entire look of it. And so I'm not sure if I'm happy with that or I just want to go with something else or whatever. But I did post the link in there if anyone is interested. I don't, like I said, I'm not really pushing sales and that's not why we're here. I'm not trying to. I was talking to my couple of buddies recently about stuff and about what are this? They said they were watching the live and that I said that I don't monetize my live, so you guys don't see any commercials. And then he was like, well, you should really monetize and you should do more and maybe you can get like
Dong has not gotten his cornerstone yet. This is some straight up bullshit. Nobody, I mean nobody, messes with the dong. Well, I mean, Sheila can mess with whoever she wants. USPS sucks balls.
Hitting it with the $10 and spitting some serious truth up in here. That is 100%. I mean, Sheila, she's free to do what she wants any old time. But yeah, nobody messes with the dong. That sucks. Because the cornerstone is choice. I sent you an Instagram showing a tops. Oh, I've got it. It's on here. I brought up the tops. I apologize, Thomas. I have the tops one. I have the everyday. Someone else. I basically made 3 or 4 links right when people set them, knowing that I'll eventually get to them. What's up, David the 5th? Patches. I just might order a KDK squirrel sign for myself. Anybody else want one? Anybody else want a... They are? It's a metal, like a tin. Is that what these are? It's like a... Because this one right here, the cat, that's a tin sign, like the old school tin. Versus like my gas station signs, they look like they're tin, but they're actually like PVC or like they're like plastic. Anyway, I hate Nate. Thank you for the $10. I did say your name a couple of minutes ago, and then you appeared. And then you.
Good evening, everyone. GTSY all.
David the Fifth, thank you for the $2. Much appreciated. I need to make 3D printed Jason squirrels. Ooh, we could design that. Interesting. And we could put little squirrels all over the place. Okay. Okay. Make a note of that, huh? What was I saying now? Okay. I was talking about, yeah, they said, oh, you need to get to that point where you can have like that ad, you know, like all the videos. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you know, like people like they're doing their video and they're like, and you know, if that makes you feel hungry, then let's talk about whatever foods. And today's video is sponsored by this. Wouldn't you love to get sponsored? And then the more I thought about it, the more I don't. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate memberships and donations and stuff. That's great. I love it. It helps me with this content. My main focus is not to be a rich YouTuber. It is to meet people like all of you and have a good time. And that's my main focus. So I don't really focus on trying to get a whole bunch of free stuff. And I mean, I appreciate that. Absolutely. But that's why I don't really, you know, say, oh, make sure you hit that like button. Please like and subscribe. I don't really say all that stuff too much. I'm not into the clickbaity, please stay yourself. Don't become a beehive. The clickbaity, like, videos, like I've been watching this one YouTuber, it doesn't really matter, but I'm not liking him as much because I'm finding that his thumbnails for the videos are very clickbaity. And then you like, I've listened to or watched a couple of the videos where the picture in the thumbnail isn't addressed, nor does it appear in the video anywhere. And it's like, I don't like that. You know what I mean? I love that toilet theme music, baby. Yellow and brown. But still, guys, smash that like button, says Sibal. I appreciate everyone. I love the support. I am trying to grow the channel, absolutely. But my main focus and goals and intention is interaction, fellowship, or whatever you want to call it, with people that like talking about knives, finding cool stuff that's out there, discussing it, doing some customizations, getting more into my artwork and trying to get that more involved with creating some knives. I am looking in. I keep buying stuff and I'm not doing stuff. I know you guys have seen that. I'm focusing and starting to do more. I want to do more. I'm really enjoying it. But that's that. I just want to be straightforward with everyone. My main focus is creating, having fun, interacting with you guys. So don't expect me to start having ads, commercials in the middle of the videos. Don't expect me to start monetizing my live streams. I stopped monetizing live streams a while ago. I don't plan on monetizing them. I've heard some other people talk about like, oh, well, you know, I don't want you guys to have to watch commercials, but I'm not going to turn off monetizing. It's like, well, the monetizing is what's creating the commercials. So if you don't want the people to have to watch commercials, you just turn it off. But again, everyone is to each their own. And that is fine. That is fine. But I had a couple people email me like, how can I get my channel going? I really want to get it started. I need to make money. It's like, bro, it's going to take a while. I don't make money. I mean, Yeah, I make a couple $100, but I probably spend a couple $100 too. I have a full-time job that has nothing to do with this. And I feel like people, the youth, it's the youth of today, don't want a real job, don't try to get the real job. And so they like, oh, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I'm going to be rich. It's like, well, you know how many people, you look at the YouTube channels that have succeeded, they've spent years working, uploading, because I feel like anybody that makes, like, you watch some of my beginning videos, I mean, my videos are whatever, you know, off the cuff, goofy, unorganized. I say a lot, you know, things like that. It's fine. But where are we going? Knives. Knives are fun. I'm having a blast. I just feel like you have to make a lot of videos just to get to a point where you get comfortable making videos. I was on kind of like a sort of a script. I don't know if you remember some of my early videos. I had like the, before we start, I want to let you know I'm not sponsored by anyone. I do this because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or comments, please, you know, like I had a whole thing that I said at the beginning of the videos for like a while. And you kind of get into a swing, you kind of get to a thing and get to a space. And it's been a couple of years now, but I've been putting in a lot of work. I post videos I post videos every day. If you guys noticed last weekend, I took a couple days off. And if you were to go back and look at my videos, my full length 10-minute plus videos, I posted every day for like a year and a half. Pretty much. There might have been like one day or two that I missed. But last weekend I like took 2 days off. I had to take 2 days off. I was like, I don't have any videos to make. I don't know what I want to make. I was kind of feeling like blah, you know. And here we are. I bust my butt. I got 3,000 uploads. We got 10,000 subscribers. I'm having a blast. But like people think about, oh, well, I'm going to start this channel. I'm going to do this and I'm going to start making money. Like, I'm not making any money. It costs, you know, it costs more. And this isn't a complaint at all. I'm not asking for more money. I know channels that ask for money all the time. And if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But yeah, if you want to make a channel and you want to be successful, I would say you're going to have to bust your butt, dedicate 20 hours a week, post videos all the time, do research, and then hope for a pop. And then still expect to have a full-time job while you do that. Is what, if that 16-year-old kid messaged me again and says that this is what I want to do. I want to be like MC. It's like, how many years did MC go before he popped? Or, you know, you got like Tri-State or like KC. They've been around for what? How long's KC been doing? Like 8 years? And he does a great job, you know, but it's 8 years of work to get where he's at right now. All right. What are we doing? I'm just ranting. You being you is why we're here. I like all the content creators being different in themselves. Exactly, Stacy. We love you. You be you. Aw, hate Nate. Aw. Magnus Lutz. Other content creators on the platform put massive pressure on the user for support and to buy their stuff. Yeah, and it really, I'm not a fan. You know, I don't want to talk bad about anyone and how they do their stuff. Because again, everyone has their way. But to me, it's like, this isn't a sales pitch. This is a hangout. And I'm having a blast, so here we are. I got a small loyal community, says Herne. From the other end of the planet. From the other end of the planet. How rad is that? That's what's so cool. We have these people from all over the place that we get to hang out, talk about stuff. I should create an Etsy account and list and sell modified knives? Yeah, I could. Most of my modified knives I end up giving away, or I do sell a couple of them here and there, like if people ask. Like if I make a custom and I finish it, usually that's kind of how it works. It's like I finish it, here it is, and then I'll get a message from someone. They'll be like, ooh, I love that fade dye on the guile. Is it for sale? And then I'll say yes, and then give it to them for basically the price I prayed. The price I prayed for it. Hey there, everybody. That's about the best on my Shabazz. MC does a great Shabazz. He's got that down pretty well. Some of the creators were around when the community was a lot smaller. There's a lot. Well, because I think it's, and it's not that I'm talking negative, and it's everybody that's like, oh, that looks like fun. I want to do that too. And I think the issue is with like some of the youth or people of today, they kind of see like they're looking for an easy way out, and they're like, I didn't really pray for it. I mean, ow. Ooh, what was that? You ever just lean on your elbow wrong? Am I getting old? Jesus. What's wrong with me? All right, let me bring it to here, Stace. Here's the guile. Civivi guile, KDK, fade style die. Boom. I like the guile a lot. This is a cool knife. They do have those premium scales from Peacemaker. But I feel like premium scales on a Nitro V blade, it's like if I'm gonna buy $150 premium scales, I would you thought you caught myself? I leaned on my elbow weird, and I don't know, it felt like maybe I got like a bruise or something, and it like I just leaned on it the wrong way and it just hurt like hell. Yeah, there you go, Trish. So if they made a premium like S90V blade, I would think $150 cool titanium scale or something for it would be kind of worth it. But for me, yeah, I did the fade, David. You can see a video on it. If you go to the channel and type Civivi guile or dye projects, I have like 64, 65 knives in my dye project list. You can watch the whole process. I think it turned out good though, for sure. Thomas says, thanks for not being a slicey, dicey type of knife YouTuber. Hate Nate, did anyone else buy a Growler XL? I wanted to, but I did not. Anybody pick up that Growler XL though? We've been talking about it a little bit. It's a slow dip, Grateful. Because the color will wick up if it's wet. See, I'm giving away secrets because they aren't secrets. It's stuff I've learned that I pass on to you. Every time I do a dye or a project, I always show pretty much everything I can. There are no real trade secrets. Maybe there will be one day, who knows. Once I get the KDK jimp making machine, I start putting jimps on everything. But I try to explain everything I do all the way through and how it's done. And that is the thing when you do my fade dyes, I have a motor that does basically like 3 revolutions per minute. Very slow. So you wrap it up so that it slowly unwinds. But 3 revolutions per minute is like maybe like an inch a minute or less. So it slowly drips down into the dye. But if it's wet, if this handle is wet and it starts going into the dye, that dye will wick itself up that wet stuff and kind of change it. So you basically, in between each drop, you have to dry it off. You have to make sure it's dry so that, boom, it pops up. Are you buying any knives on tomorrow drops? What are tomorrow's drops? What are tomorrow's drops? If they moved a premium, if they made a premium guile, move the blade stop pin. Yes. Okay. Top, Tex, Creek. Thomas has been patient. I did grab it earlier though, Thomas. It just takes me forever. That's another thing I love about these live streams. And how could we ever have commercials? Because we just get to do this interaction. It's been an hour and a half. Just like that. An hour and a half goes by. And I feel like, oh, here's a commercial. Now it kind of pulls you out of it. And then you might get up and go do something else or whatever. And why would we want to ruin this lovely, happy convo? Screen grab. I wasn't going to get a Growler XL, but about 30 prior to the drop, I changed my mind. I got the plain Jane Stonewash scales with the acid washed blade. It's gorgeous, Hate Nate. Honestly, waiting on the Tenable low-key. Yeah, Herne. I want a Tenable low-key as well. All right. Thomas posted this. Is this the correct one, Thomas? Tex Creek slip joint. Oh my God. It's so small. Good look. Oh, come on. I hate these. Let me zoom in. That's got a good look to it. Unreal though. It's tiny. It's so funny. It's kind of like these. When I saw this, I thought this was going to be like 7 inches total, maybe 6, and it's 10. It's just huge. Growler XL might be right up your alley. I think, Hate Nate, I think the Growler XL is a Magna Sluts knife all day long. How many knives do the Magna Sluts do we all have now? We should do a, we all have, oh, but come on, Dong. Thomas, did you get one of these? All right, so Thomas, did you order a Tex Creek slip joint? Is this the right one? Thomas, can you hear me? Back then, I could afford a lot less nice stuff. Isn't it fun being an adult? Yeah, for a slip joint, this is a good size. Is that a knife for ants? They're trying to compete with the Lander 5. Stay sharp. I can't believe, look at that. Oh, it's so cute. 190. But that's $50 off. M390 G10 slip joint. Does it have a half stop or is it a long pull? Overall length 5.1. Oh, I'm looking at, I'm sorry. My bad. 5.1 overall length, M390. She's a cutie patootie. So, Thomas, did you order one of these then? Tops makes some wild stuff. What's their ED stuff like? EDC stuff like? Fixies. Smalls. Chonkers. They're like all fixed blades. All their EDCs are fixed blades. Ooh. Ooh. That, dude. I like that. The bull trout. For fishermen, by fishermen. It's going to be $150 at online retailers. Spyderco Dragonfly is also nice. Yes. Tops Mini Harpoon. Dude, look at this bull trout, bro. See, I want to start making some fixed blades Getting some inspiration. I can dig this. That guy could have Andre the Giant hands. He could. What does it say? 6.13. Let me see. So we put my hand up. Wait, I'll do the same hand. Wait, it was the same hand. Okay, so it goes from tip of his index to his there. 6. So yeah, the dude's got my hands. Basically. Actually, it's going down to about there. That's what it would look like in my hand, I think. Tops, text, cricks. Oh, you're waiting for it to hit Blade HQ. Do you know when that's going to be, Thomas? Mr. Connolly, if you're nasty. Always regret selling my Dragonfly. See, that's kind of one of the reasons I just haven't really sold much of anything. I just kind of keep... You miss this every time I tell you, but long pull has nothing to do with the stops. What's up, D-Metal? Yeah, I know. Well, but... Yeah... But you see, what do you call this then, D-Metal? What do we call this? Because this ain't no long pull. Is that a sextuplet stop? I do like the information though. And I just thought it was funny because it's not often that people use the term long pull on something. Like if people weren't into it, they'd be like, oh, see, this has a long pull. Who's going to open it like that though? Oh, I do. I got this knife. It's got multiple openings, but I usually just, you know, give her a long pull. Yeah, D-Metal, what do we call this? The ring lock with the 6-way ratchet. Stacy, I'm sorry. Stacy, every time. Long pull is the long groove. Like this. Because this has a, not a half stop, like a 60th stop. I call that some weird shit. Agreed. Ratchet grenade. Dude, the Kudu ratchet grenade. This one, Laid Off Pete sent me this. A real steel. Long pull. It's long and it's a pull. This little real steel though, it's fun. It's a feature. You guys like those features? I like features. A while ago, I saw a Dragonfly tattoo on sale on Marketplace. Was hesitant to buy, but it would be nice to have such a knife. Wait, Dragonfly tattoo? Tie it to a long stick. That makes sense, Stacy. I can get on board with that. Bull trout, anyone? I like that. Find a dealer. Oh, one of them sites. We don't sell stuff. Find a dealer. Find a dealer. See, just almost when you're looking at tops, so you just really want to get to the wild crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like the stuff they have on the table at the show, at Blade Show, like this. Like, yep, okay. The A Club. Why wouldn't you? Ramsey's silent. Greetings, all. The like button. Smash it. Smashing your thumb with a hammer. Is it better? Isn't for sale or being made anymore. Yeah, Sabald, see, that's the problem, is sometimes things go no longer available. Like they're discontinued. And then it's like, oh, it's discontinued. You can't really get it anymore. And so then I have several discontinued models that aren't anything wild or crazy. And then maybe sell it. And you sell it. And then all of a sudden one day you're like, man, why didn't I sell it? Or why did I sell it? My first Spyderco should be the Stretch 2 Lightweight. Spyderco Stretch 2 Lightweight Salt Yellow. Serrate. I almost clicked this one. If you love serrates, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. If you're like me, this one. Spyderco Stretch 2 XL, lightweight, salt, FRN, gorgeous yellow, back lock. I almost like the UK PK better. I almost like the I do not own a Spyderco, David. I mean, this doesn't count, but it does, because this is a Dolica made by Spyderco. So technically, whoops. Technically, I mean, I own this. This is made by Spyderco. Out of focus. My light is weird today. So theoretically, I own real steel as opposed to fake steel. I heard Dragonfly Tattoo and thought used tattoo. I got used tattoos for sale. I sometimes like partially serrated knives, which is fine. So when I look at this, I think of the UK penknife. The penknife is not a lock back. It is a slip joint. If I just go UK PK, that one's different. That's not the one I'm looking for. I want the yellow one. Is it salt? Yep. This one. This one. If I were to buy Spyderco right now, it might be this. I got to check this one out. North Valley Neil sent me this to review, and I thought it was awesome. Slip joint, but it's solid. I love the little ramp section right here. I can dig it. How's a compression lock for a lefty? If it's not a lefty compression lock, it kind of sucks. When you do it with the wrong hand, it's hard to hold on to because you're pushing with the thumb and it's really hard to hold it. Versus I've handled an actual lefty compression lock Compression locks are great if you're using them with the correct hand that it was designed for. When you're opposite, it's just kind of off. It doesn't feel comfortable. You feel like you're going to drop it. I thought you bought a pair of two, Dan. I must be tripping. I've reviewed some. People have passed around for me to check out. The other one, actually, I think is a smock. I think I should just, honestly, just get me a smock and then go wild with it. Smock is fantastic, too. And a paramilitary left-handed, because that's the thing, is then, oh, well, if I'm going to get a Spyderco, I should get their classic compression lock and get the, it's awkward, Grateful. They're definitely awkward in the wrong hand. Okay, what did Thomas, the El Pioneero? Pioneero? Spell that right? Uh-huh. I like that a lot. I feel like I've handled this because they have that notch on there specifically, like they were telling me about this. Like that notch is for orientation purposes. I'm not a fan of how Topps does their photos. See, we can't make it big. We just have to do this. I don't like that. This is cool, though. El Pioneero. Tactical meets practical. Yeah, I like this notch up on the top. That's cool. Spyderco released the penknife in response to UK knife laws. That's interesting info. UK penknife. It's a great knife. And the smock is sweet. And, you know, smock. You know, smocky poo. That's like a $300 redo knife in my country. Yeah. Dutch knife laws are pretty similar to English ones. English is a bit more stricter. Thomas has a UK PK and S110V, Spy 27, LC200, and Magna Cut. This guy. Stop. Stop. Why wouldn't you? Finally able to score a Spyderco Schliejboe on Bladebinge. Hear a lot of hate out there for it. I haven't really ever heard any hate for that one, except for just maybe the price. It was hard to get because they sold out so fast. Compression made easy for a Spyderco compression locking knife. The CME. I feel like there was another. I'm squirreling right now. 20% off, 23% off, 20% off. There's some good Artisan Cutlery. Dude, the Artisan Cutlery Orthodox, 35 bucks. This is kind of like my... Anybody actually handle one of these? 8-inch. Oh, it does have a flipper tab. Where's the closed? Come on. Look at this. Photo, open, open. Show me. Annoying. Reminds me, though, of the petrified fish scholar. That folding razor kind of look. 35 bucks. I mean... Originally 44, Black Friday deal, 35 bucks. You can't really go wrong. It's only on the blue and black. Orthodox feels like a pet fish ripoff with worse materials. There you go. There you go. It's half the price. Tradition V2, $35. Ahab 47. Bunch at 20% off. I might have to pick up one of them simoons. Got a few good deals on there. Definitely get on the arcade though if someone's interested. At 35% off that Mick posted. Might be tough to beat that. We're buying El Pioneero for $240. The voodoo doll would be really nice. I'm still on the fence with the Marshall Design Works. Orthodox is an older model. Might be another reason that it's on one of their good prices. Best thing about the simoon is the closing action. The blade has enough weight that it drops down. Plus it's got the same lock as this bad boy. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. God. That the simoon and this one, what's this called? The bolt, are going to be similar. Although the simoon has a little bit more blade. The lock is really nice though. The options. Open, close with any different thing. It works great. I mean, that's a good knife. 50 bucks or whatever. Can't beat it. I almost probably should order. Well, which one was the one that was on their special? The simoon, the black one. Here you go. 44 bucks. Got that big old sweepy blade. Kind of a weird blade, but because of that shape, you are able to kind of use that. You can still get that point in to make a cut. It doesn't like swoop up as far, so it makes the belly kind of harder to use it. Yeah, definitely the same lock, but the weight of that blade will be bigger, so it'll probably swing around a little bit more. 44 bucks. Or if you like that black and green, 49. So the only one on sale is the black one. I kind of like the black and green one more. $44. I do like this too. The Boker Muck. Something about these small little chunky fixed blades. I'm into it. How many more days do we have on this one? Till the 28th. November. There it is. November 28th. So we got like a week to decide on the Graviton. Wait. Here's the premium DLC. Nice long pull. It's got a nice long pull and a front flipper, so that groove, you can flick it out. Sweet looking knife. I know Tri-State, they sent him a couple to check out. You can swap the clip to the other side. They have a few different versions. I personally like the look of this Cryos. Beware of the edge. Mine came at 6.5 out of 10. They need to up their edge game. That's kind of common with a lot of companies. Right out the box, you might have to sharpen them up a little bit. Or some of them, that's like they're decent, but it doesn't take much to really, because When it's decent, that means you're literally like 90% there. You get a couple good passes on like a 600 or 1,000 stone, maybe a ceramic rod, a couple passes, and a strop, and now that thing is sharp. It's the Devo Pictus, right? Straight up Devo Pictus. She close. She close. I have ordered the pre-order and the spacer kit because it's dope. Yeah, because this one comes with the barrel spacers on the 2 screws. So it's screw, so there's no back spacer. You just got the barrel. But you can buy the optional $25 titanium upgrade where you get the collar, the titanium screws, and that back spacer, which all that comes on the premium DLC version. But if you get the Space Dust or the Cryos, it comes with the barrel spacers. So it would be $25 more to upgrade it to that titanium, which I think if you've got it, that's basically what what I would do. If I ordered it, it's going to end up being that one with the barrel spacers. Although this one does say you have to purchase the back spacer, like it tells you right here that you can't see that it comes with the barrel spacers, and if you want that back spacer, it's optional. But it does say it comes with the anodized blue pivot collars. So you already have that pivot collar versus if you ordered the kit does come with the pivot collars, but you've already got them. So you're basically going to get 2 extra pivot collars. Tenable Fermi. There is a Kansept Fermi. This is just a nice little stout user. Feels good. It looks like a Devo Lush and a Gecko Custom had a baby. 100% Hate Nate. I saw it immediately. The blade shape for sure. Handle could change a little bit. Would look a little more Devo-ish. But yeah. Boom. Grateful you're going to have to get in on what? On the Marshall Design Works. It looks pretty cool. It looks like our type of knife. These are like $45 from Tenable. I'm really liking what Tenable's doing right now. Really liking it. Here's that top liner lock Fenrir. I like the way this one feels more. Hate Nate, you guys, you digging on the Marshall? We have the same taste, bro. We have the same taste. I don't have that Devo Lush, but I mean, here's the Pictus blade. Damn it. And of course I clicked the wrong. So imagine fill in that hole. I mean, it's different. But similar. Blackout with spacer kit for the win. I wish I had waited to get the top liner lock before the button lock Fenrir. Well, you can still get it. Shut up, Dan. Jerk. I know I can still. Fenrirs are nice. I mean, someone will probably buy the other one from you. Solid. I've seen the Lush before, but we could bring it up. TPK Lush. I like to set up the computer to require the least amount of types. Like I want to type TP, and it's like, oh, here's traditional pocket knives. You know what the deal. All right. I don't want quick overview. Give me the actual view. And boom. There's your Devo Lush. So you can see that handle shape. Little curved, little flat on the back. And where is it? Yeah. If they had a baby, I'm the boss? No, dude, you are boss. The difference. There's a difference. Hate Nate's boss, bro. That's so boss. Metal Complex hit a whack. Yeah. Okay, Bob Tism. I did this already, so I don't really feel I'm not a spine whack guy. I don't. If I have a knife that's going to require so much force that it's going to be like a spine whack, I'm not going to do the task, or B, I'm going to grab a fixed blade, or C, I'm going to grab a screwdriver and do it with that. But after seeing MC's spine whack test, he had 2 out of 4 Fenrir top liner locks, like these two right here. And he had 2 out of the 4 fail. After I saw that on that live that day, I said, you guys saw this, we're doing it. And I spine whacked and really rained down on both of them, and neither of them failed. So listening tonight has made me change my mind on what to buy like 346.5 times. We're just getting started. If anything, I think the button lock is more reliable. Each knife is a little different. I feel like it might have unique properties. I prefer the top liner lock. I think these are great. It gets in there, it's down. That's not disengaging. And when you push like this, sometimes with a plunge lock, it's got like this little spot where I have to push this further to get it to start kind of doing that thing. Versus I feel like a standard button lock plunge has more potential. You know, not each one of them will be tighter or looser than another one, but I think generally, that ain't much force. What isn't force? Clyde? Depends on what force are we talking about. A spine whack isn't much force. I think a spine whack is putting more force on a knife than 90% of what I would ever do with it is. And that's just going like that. But to each his own, there are some people that are 100% spine whack, has to pass it. And if I know anybody that has any model that has not passed it, then I don't even give them business. And that's totally fine. Totally cool. You can choose any preferences that everyone, that's the thing, is I love lots of different stuff. But get what you like, get what you trust, get what you're confident in. And that's what's important. 100%. Some people will be like, I'm never going to get a crossbar lock. And some people, I love crossbar locks. And I like button locks. Some people will never buy a button lock, regardless of if it's a plunge or a top liner or back locks or button actuated bolster locks. I just like variety. I think they're all kind of fun. I mean, hell, I just bought this. A ratcheting ring lock for $15. Is it going to hit my pocket? Am I going to carry it on a regular basis? No. 100% no. Am I going to carry this as often as I can? A detent on both sides? Double detent? Pinch lock? Yes. Had a lander fail on you? Grateful Dom. Wife just gave me a $300 limit on my birthday knife. What's really cool is coming out by Christmas. When's your birthday, Grateful? I don't want to preemptively early happy birthday, but if Grateful Dom's birthday is coming up, well, I don't know if it's maybe not a double detent to what you're thinking a double detent. I'm thinking there is a detent ball on each side. This has 2 detents in it. So like at the right angle, we could probably see it in there. So if I push this one, there's that detent ball on that side, and then I push this one, there's the detent ball on that side. If you push one, it doesn't drop. You push the other, it doesn't drop. You push them both together, and so what happens is there's a little detent ball, and the buttons are like this, and that detent ball is boom. And so when you push the buttons, that pulls them away and lets the blade drop. The pinch lock. Okay, so Herne had a lander fail with an Omega spring, the crossbar. So it was open like this, and you spine whacked it. I was squeezing the buttons. And you spine whacked it, or what? She literally just came in and said that. December. Okay, so Grateful Dong is a Christmas baby. 2 days after. So anyone have any recommendations? 300 or less. Coming out by Christmas. That is a wonderful gift. I'm excited to find out what it'll end up being. The only knife lock I ever had fail on me was an Emerson CQC8. Emerson failed to grind the lock face and somebody fixed it. Yes, Herne, $300 US. It's a good number. It leaves you open for many, many things. I never have actually had a knife fail on me in a sense where it failed. But I did have this one time. I didn't cut myself. But the CJRB button lock rack. It didn't fail, but I failed because of the way that I'm a lefty and the button is right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it work. I'll try. See, it's working fine. But what happens is as I hold this as a lefty, tree fitty. The Jack Wolf Scuffle for under 300, you know, it's a nice looking knife. So see, I haven't been able to repeat it, but notice where the button is. So when I go to flick this, I'm right here. I got to go in to flick. Well, it puts your index finger right over that button. And notice I've been trying to do this fail. But what happened is I'm just going to hold my index finger on the button. So I went like this, and it did that. It went boom, boom. And instantly dropped because I was holding it this way. And somehow my index finger was pushing on that button. So it wasn't that the knife failed. It was the position that I held it as a lefty was not allowing the button to click in. And so when it flicked out, it shot right back down. And if I hadn't been out of the way, it would have cut me. And so that's not really a fail that like the lock failed. where like I've seen some people where they're saying like if they held it wrong, like what was it? I believe that Neves was holding this and he had some grip on it. I'm not sure. He was like holding, I can't. There we go. Where if you get in there right and then put my index finger directly on it and squeeze, I can get. See, that's really hard for me to even. There we go. I got it to go. But I'm never going to hold on to it like that with hard pressure on that button. I'm going to hold on to it here like this tight, or I'm going to hold on to it here tight where I'm actually not on that button anymore. And so it was Dan's wrong-handed problem again. Correct. Correct. But is the knife failing if you're doing something and holding it and you're actually depressing the button and causing it to unlock? Is that a fail? Or is that more of like a design flaw that allows you to push the button? Something to think about. I need to get a stack of Omega springs. I know there's several. I feel like a lot of companies these days give you an extra one. I feel like I got the Geo. Whoa. The Geo came with an extra Omega spring. All the Kizers come with an extra Omega spring. I'm pretty sure there was an extra one in with the bolt. I feel like a lot of my Omega spring knives lately have been coming with one. It's a fail on my end if the button gets pushed. Right, that's not really the knife fail. Hold that knife in reverse grip and tell me what you think. Which one? This one? I apologize, Sebald. Or wait, Zachary. Which one? This one? In reverse grip? Yeah, there's no way I can squeeze that. If you look at the buttons, that's not like, that doesn't stick out very much. You really have to get in there and kind of look. I'm right here pushing and the blade's not dropping. You have to kind of push in that button. If my hands are right there, it's not going. Jesus. Need a little more index in the middle of it. I would call it a design flaw. Right. It's kind of more of the flaw of the design allows you to push the button when you're holding it certain ways. That's not really a fail on the knife, versus a fail on the knife would be like I'm holding it here and then somehow without anything touching the buttons, it were to drop. This one feels great though. I love it. This design, Nick did a good job on it. It feels great in the hand. That front flip is fun, snappy. Definitely going to be a good user. Unfortunately for me, I have so many knives. I don't get to carry it every day. It's just a terrible, woe is me. Right? Sometimes I wish it was like, strike that, rewind it, play it back. Sometimes I wish I had less knives. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Having that thing, I noticed this. This is part of it. This has become my main pen. I have several other pens. I used to carry that Silver Zebra on a regular basis. But I have basically, this is my daily now. I carry this Big Idea Design baseline bolt action pen made out of copper. I carry this every day. What have you done with Tank? I have too many fixies to be needing to spine whack a knife. Exactly. I'll use a fixed blade all day for a hard task. That's why it's called the Hazard. Kansept Hazard. It's got that weird kind of a, it's interesting. It's kind of a strange, I messed around with one on a blade show. It's sort of fun. Sort of fun.
Here's a crazy idea. How about we just do away with shaft locks, aka crossbar locks? That will fix the Omega spring floppiness problem. Yay, to hell with shaft locks. To hell I say, to hell.
Straight to hell, I say. Hate Nate with the $10 and spitting more truths. I don't know, Hate Nate. I like a little crossbar lock here and there. Yeah, the Hazard is kind of a fitting name. Straight to hell. Straight to hell. You should stop sending super chats and just fund the... He could straight up create a whole movement. A lot of knives, you know, it's a thing. They work for some. There's a lot, but there's been a lot more of them lately. And it's like sometimes I just want, give me more bolster locks, baby. Give me more. This became my main. I've been carrying it every day, which is great. I love it. Good pen, works well, writes solid, feels nice. I dig it. But I was developing a really nice patina on this. When it was brand new, it was basically almost this. Look at how shiny it is right now. It's got that almost brand new copper look. Hate Nate, thank you again for the $10. Damn them all to hell. When I only carried this a couple of days a week and I rotated, it was really developing a nice patina. If you actually look underneath, maybe you can see it at an angle. You can see that it looks like a shadow right there. That is not a shadow. That is a developed patina. If you look on just the tip, there's a little bit going on. But when I started carrying it every day, I'm using it, I'm holding it, and it basically wears off. This is the baseline bolt action pen in the copper. I believe it's around 60 bucks. Solid knife. They also have them in titanium and brass and I believe stainless. But this is their baseline bolt action. I really like it. I'm a lefty, so I write across what I'm writing. And this dries really fast. It doesn't smear, it doesn't streak. It works well in my hand. I have a large hand. This isn't a full size, like a full length, full size pen. This is your standard length pen. So you can see it's just a little bit shorter. Not by much, but that little bit, ½ inch or so. But on my hand, it still doesn't hang off the back. I have some that are shorter, but the shorter one, it sits like right here, right in my nook of my hand or whatever. So it's not as fun to write with, or it's not as comfortable. Versus this, it sits up there just enough. This is heavy. The copper and the brass ones are heavy. But this is fun. I use it a lot. But that's what kind of bugs me is it's like it looks like it's brand new again. All my patina started wearing off. You can see it darker underneath that clip. It was giving me some really cool kind of flashies. Mostly just kind of dull copper colors. Check out the Skillcraft. If you had to use it in defensive application, reverse grip, or earth down position would possibly be a problem. Crossbar locks are spreading a disease right now. They don't have to go away completely, but a lot of those nice designs would be so badass as a liner lock, bolster lock, or frame lock. Nate, we've talked about this. I agree. We're like, oh, this looks awesome. Oh, crossbar. Oh, if this one wasn't a crossbar. You should check the Pokemon streams. Robin? Or you're telling Robin to check the Pokemon streams? Robin's asking Ramses what his grail is. Okay, where was it? Please check out the Skillcraft B3. I don't like the link sometimes. I think we've looked at this before. Skillcraft B3 Aviator multifunction pen. What is this? Oh, it's a cap. Wow, that's totally out of focus. Couple of refills. What is that? Why does this come off? Is that like to check tire pressure? Hey, you got a pen Bob can borrow? Okay, which one? Grateful uses a pencil? I wish deep in my heart they had some other sort of lock. We all do. We all do. Riceax has no more Grail knives. Already have the prototype Magnum and Kukri. Can't imagine something better. Riceax, you've only been buying knives for 30 days and you have no more Grail knives. You've got some work to do, bud. And you've really bought a lot of knives in the last 30 days, but come see me in 2 years and 300 knives from now. There's so many out there. Riceax, go to a blade show. Start seeing some different makers and stuff, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, wait a minute. No more. There's so many Grail knives out there, bud. You speed run, but I feel like you didn't. I feel like you think you have. And I'm not saying anything, I'm not being negative on you or anything like that, but I'm telling you, bro, how many of the knives that you have are from the same company? There's so many companies out there. There's so many good knives that there's, you know, I've probably got 50,000 Grails out there. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be 100 knives out there that I've seen at shows and stuff that I can't afford right away that I'd love to have. There's a lot. There's so much more for you out there. Any Spyderco that doesn't look like a haunch, the smock, bodacious shaman. Several different pen cartridges in it and a pen plus eraser. Oh, so that's an eraser. I drew the line at the Chavez new crossbar locks, though. Let me get one of your Bics. Remember those pens? Yeah, dude, the pens that had all the colors in them. Drafting pens are cool too. I have a Demco Grail. The original Demco, the big version, those are like $600 and you can't really buy one. You have to find someone who'd be willing to sell it to you. Have you seen the new seasonal tactile turn deep switch pen? Yeah, it's like that blue. It's definitely cool. Definitely cool. We could pull that up quick. What do those go for, Hey Nate? Like 2? No, I think some of the switch pens are actually closer to 100, aren't they? 159. But it's got that switch. It's like a light switch. Those are fun. And this colorway, this blue, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's hot. Oh, and look, it's got the deep sea diver. That's fantastic. TKE, the Knight's Edge. Well. Bud, it's great to see you. What's going on, dude? We've missed you. I hope all is well. Tell us whatever you want. Tell us that. Wow.
At the _Knights_Edge became a member. At the _Knights_Edge celebrates 17 months of membership. 17 months? Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious. Great ball of fire. TKE in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out the Knight's Edge. But I haven't seen you. I do my morning coffee, Saturday morning live stream. We hang out. And then we all start talking about TKE right before he goes live. He's been busy lately. Haven't seen him live in a little while. Did see a couple of videos not too long ago. I hope all is well. Good to see you in here though, bud. What's new? What's the most recent knife in your world? Dude, the diver bell on there. Dude, that's sick. That is super cool. So, what is the classic switch? There, you can get the basic switch pen for $129. But at that price, 20 bucks more, try to get that blue one. But that switch is really fun. If you've never, in short summary, life is a highway. Recently moved. TKE moved. Back in action before too long. Excellent. We look forward to it, bud. Stay happy. Stay safe. I hope everything's going well for you, for sure. Just got a Dixon. Just got a Dixon. You got it, Thomas. I'm surprised more people don't buy Lynn Thompson stuff. Maybe it's some people don't know about it. That's the thing. That's another thing. Is it's like you can find a maker and learn all about it and think it's like the world knows about it, but that doesn't mean other people do. There's so many crazy makers out there you don't really know much. And then you learn about them. You're like, wow, Berg blades, these are wild stuff, you know, but never heard of them. There's so many out there that people just are not aware of, that once you find out about it, it's like, oh, been missing out on this. D Metal says, Rysax, lucky you, been wanting one. Love to get an original in titanium. Right? And you got to be on it. That's the other thing too. You got that prototype 700. It's like, it's not often or ever. I've never bought a $700 knife. To be in the comfortable position. There's been a couple knives for a couple $100 that just at the time, like for example, the Voodoo doll. You want to buy me a Voodoo doll for $339? Yes, please. I don't think I can get one because it's not in the cards for me to spend that kind of money on it right now. There's other times. Watch the MSI Ramlock. Do you like it? Says Ocean. What's up, Ocean? Sorry, can't pay $129 for a pen. My pen is $20 and it fits in my wallet. Ramses, if that works for you, for sure. What I've found is like, you know, $60 for the pen that I've been carrying daily, but I know where it is. It's in my pocket. I don't set it down and lose it. You're like, oh, I'm going to lose it. It's like, no, you get a little investment in a pen. all of a sudden it's comfortable and I don't want to use another pen. I really enjoy it. So popping a little price into it, $129, that's double what this costs. So I totally see that. For the longest time, I'd carry around this Zebra. This is a stainless Zebra. I mean, you can get a bank Zebra for free, you know. But these are like $5 or $6, and this works great. I like it a lot, although I'm learning now I don't like the clip as much. It's a little loosey-goosey, and it's something about after test driving this one for a while now, I love this, you know, and it makes me enjoy having it. How much was the full-size Voodoo when it came out? Anyone got the answer on that? XHP is probably rare. Hey, Nate, don't think I wasn't thinking that joke right when I saw Dixon.
I'll tell you, Dixon Cider, what a guy.
Our famous cider. Dixon. I got a Dixon. So I apologize. Who was asking me? Ocean? Was it Ocean? What's up, Cat Scratch? There are still 2 blackout TI lights for sale from Lynn's collection. So Ocean asked about my MSI RAM lock. Okay, this is a good knife. This is a solid knife. I love the way it looks. I hate the weight. I hate the handles. It doesn't bring me joy. Lanyard Man picked up some custom, I don't know if they were OG scales. Who makes the scales for this? Is it Original Goat? Probably. He bought some like brass or like copper scales. And Nate's mom's boyfriend. Have to go, mod. Have a great night. Have a great time doing what you do next. Who are you modding for? Have a good one, Ramses. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, if this was heavier, the one I got to hang out with for a second from Lanyard Man when he had the brass scales, which made it weigh like 4 ounces more or whatever, feels so much better. This just feels so light in the hand, and the blade is heavy, so the blade wants to slam. And then it's a talker. How you doing? Hey man, how's it going? I could talk all day long. It's like there is no detent at all. Is there a detent? No. Lex Rex Customs makes some nice scales for the MSI. So, yeah, I like the way this looks, but it's super heavy like this. This needs to be heavier for me to enjoy this knife, and I just don't. I really don't. I rarely carry it. And it's this. That's too weak. Too weak. I get so weak in the knees. Wow. Terry, my man. Let's do a Terry salute. Wow. Definitely. I'm thinking I'm going to make a video for our favorite knives of 2025. This one's in it. These are literally my 2 favorites right now. This year. Jesus. Boom. But yeah, Terry, when's the XL coming out? Magnus Sluts combine. Boosh. Horlocks. Yeah, so Ocean, it's a cool knife. It's great. It's got some fun size. It's got a good look to it. But I personally want a heavier handle. Make the handle heavier, and I'll probably end up buying some custom scales for it at some point. Cat Scratch says the N1 is fire. Knife of the year for Cat Scratch. I think there's still some aluminum S35 Ti lights for sale. It's not bad. Look at that. Number 1, Hate Nate. Number 2, Grateful Dong. Number 3, Robin Thomas. All-time grill knife is a Jens Anzo Zero Damascus. Can't afford to spend $4,000. Yeah, $4,000. It's a Raven that talks. Yeah. Have I tried a Lamia? Have I? Elite Lurker. Where have I handled a Lamia? I can't remember. So I can't give a good opinion because I can't remember. If it takes as long as this one, it'll be 2027 by the time we get the XL. Hate Nate says he wants to get the mini MSI when they're affordable. Are they all? Did they only make mini MSIs that were like $1,000? Hate Nate says Lamia's the banger. Interesting. So, okay. Where were we? What is on sale over here? Got the warm-up sale. Oh, this oxbow. Anybody have the oxbow? Finch oxbow with brass, 116. Front flipper, right? No. No front flipper. It's only flipper tab. Why? Why can't you show me better pictures? I just want a good picture of it closed, you know, like there should be a picture like that, a picture open, a picture of the other side, and one totally closed. They don't seem, I love everything about TPK, C. Risner, Cutlery, but it seems like they don't have pictures. I really want one of these too. Closed. Same thing. The only closed one will be this one. Yeah. If anybody, there's another Christmas present right there. Okay, he might be a little late, so I have 10 minutes or so. Japanese streamer with 335,000 subs? Holy Lord. What's the channel about? I'm interested. How did you become one of the main? Do you know this person? That's interesting. I mean, good for you. Try to help out when you can. That's great. What's the channel about, Ramses? MSI Mini is supposed to eventually be a Microtech production knife. Elite Lurker, are you on live chat? Because sometimes you can't see. I have members and subscribers that I can't see their comments unless I switch it to live chat. And sometimes if you refresh or whatever, it will bring you back to the Top Chat, like if you refresh or you it freezes and comes back or whatever, it defaults to Top Chat, which my Top Chat won't show me several people, and it's dumb. For the last couple of years, knife and EDC gear sales on Black Friday, Cyber Monday have been beyond lackluster. Yeah, because it's like everyone, it's just their sales, and sometimes it doesn't really. It's really been bugging me, Elite Lurker, because there's people that are paid members of the channel that it's like, if I'm watching Top Chat, a paid member of the channel should be in the Top Chat, and they're not. It's weird. An Elite Lurker is Luke. Oh, why does YouTube change the names? We don't know that either. We don't know that either. How you doing, Luke? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes. Sales have been not as great because generally we just get decent sales on a regular basis, and so that's how I always am. Is I'll have lots of carts, lots of knives that I'm interested in, and then one day it'll pop up, like Flytanium had another sale, and that's when I got my arcade for half price, and so it was like Mick said, hey, like right now they got a 35% sale, but they had them half price. It was like a boom. I went in because it was in my list. And so you kind of pay attention. There's always some fun sales kind of going on. So then when you get to like Black Friday sales and stuff, there's generally not as many. I see that for sure. GTK 38 is $20. Yeah, but what is it? DC 53? I don't even know anything about that. Yeah, GTK 38. I don't even. Amazon, yeah. I don't see a 30. There's one. Yeah, anybody know anything about DC 53? I don't. 59 to 61 HRC. Yeah, if that was on sale for $20, because it's $40. If it was on sale for 20, it's still not bad. But I mean, it's a $20. I would consider this as a beater. This is like something that you just take out and you just beat the hell out of it. And if you end up breaking it, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because when you start looking at knives that are like this, go to Tops, right? And you go to some tactical knives in Tops, and you find something that's similar look, and it's going to be several $100s. And you're like, well, why is it so much more expensive? Right? This bad boy. Why is this so much more expensive? Because you could probably cut that other sword in half with this one. They have displays of some of their blades where I've seen like at the shows, and they've got two knives, and one of them is like this, and then their knife is like this, and they just hammered them into each other, and their blade is perfect, and the cheap blade has just been cut directly into. Boker plus extensive. So it's about tourism in Japan. How did you start modding for him? I'm just interested. So Ramsey's mods for this big channel that does tourism in Japan. That's great. Do you speak Japanese? Or I guess you don't, it's not speaking, it's typing. Or can you read Japanese? I would assume that probably will help. Wait, why is this not catching up with this? Boker plus extension knife. I have one that's similar to this. I've looked at this before. I don't remember where I've seen this. But so, yeah, you've got short blade. Here's short blade. Fold out to long blade. That's fun. Stubby. Look at the chunky stubbiness of that. But then you switch it to wow. D2. D2. I've never handled any Apox, so I have no idea. And I've never really used 920/60 spring steel either. So I don't know. I don't know. You have one of these? Zachary, you love it? It's cool. The handle's chunk. Absolute chunk. What other sales we got here? I'm looking at one of these too. I think these are fun. What happened there? What happened there? Oh, here we go. The Daedalus Lab. So this is a front flipper fuller flick. It looks like a slip joint, but it is a liner. There you can see the lock, barely, because of these poor pictures. They got beautiful pictures at beautiful angles, but why can't I have a sideways closed? Like this, but in focus. So you can see that front flipper. You can't even see the front. There's no actual image of the front flipper other than this that's blurry. All right, Sebald, have a good night, bud. I'd like to see some SOG Spartan knives, but they seem overpriced compared to cold steel. Well, sometimes though, Rysax price overpriced doesn't mean overpriced. It might mean better quality. Because I mean, you can. It's like buying you can buy a mall katana for $30 and be like, look at this katana, it's cool, but it's also a mall katana. SMKW katana. We have the Dragon King Modern Wakizashi for $339 next to the Cormorant Cherry Blossom for $29. Right? So here you are. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Looks nice. Full on. That's a katana. What's the blade steel? Stainless steel. Well, it depends on what you're doing, Rysax. $29 katana. up against the $1,000 katana. I think the $1,000 katana will cut the $25 katana in half instantly. Instantly. It's all about how well it was made. And a $29 katana was not a chunk of carbon steel that was pounded and folded and pounded and folded and shaped by a craftsman to create an extremely strong, durable, and sharp edge. They're cool. No doubt about it. But, I mean, then you look at this. $1,499. Is it overpriced or is it extremely high quality? You know, it could be overpriced, but generally there's going to be a reason. T10 carbon steel. And it doesn't mean, dude, it doesn't mean don't, you know, buy whatever makes you happy. 100%. Buy it, Dan. I almost bought a couple of these 29. Yeah, buy the $1,500 one. This is 5, 6 all day long. Hand forged, handmade. If you look, nah, you're not going to be able to see it. You can see the way that the maker did it. You can see that Hamon line on there. Legit. Legit. But that's legit. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I know that some of you have seen this already. Let me get this trusty box. Oh. A trusty box here. You know, old Woody. Gotta have an old Woody in there, right? I can't see here. I would never try to fight with this. Wobble, wobble, no Hamon. Straight as it could, well, actually that does have some warpy lines to it. This looks like it was, you know, press cut out of a big old sheet of metal. You know, so that's a katana. Does that count? No. Folding axes. I don't have a folding. I have that video of that CRKT folding axe. I got the folding. How's that? I like old style katanas, but I really like the new synthetic stuff. Cyber Ninja. Mall Ninja. Oh, this is the one that's stuck. Where's the other blade? So this had a blade on the other side too. But this is junk. Is this a weapon? Sure. I mean, but it's mall junk. This is Penman's mall junk. These are swords. Wow, out loud. Anybody want to swashbuckle? Cold steel should make a scythe with the triad lock. Why not? These were like on like a thing up on, you know, you put it up on your wall. This is like a cheap mall. While you were busy studying women, I was busy studying the blade. Dude, this shit's like over 20 years. I mean, everything we're pulling out of this box right now is definitely old. You have gas station knife display area. Now you need a mall ninja display. Dude, I'd buckle some swash. All right, we got the two old Woody golf clubs. Legit old Woody golf clubs. I don't know why they're in there. I don't know where I got this cane. Does it have a sword in it? No. But somehow I ended up with that cane. And I have no idea. I don't know. And that's when Dan cut off his hand. I mean, that's a high quality sword right there, right there. Look at that. Look at that tip. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. What? What? Look at that angle. Oh, yeah. That's something. That's something. This thing is heavy. I don't know where this even came from. I attained some stuff once upon a time. This does have a pattern on it, or it did. I don't know if we can get that zoomed in. You can see. See that pattern on the blade that used to be there? Hold on. Let me get my sword out there. We did it. Okay. We're safe for the moment. I'd also like to have one of those Kobuns the CIA used. I got an old Woody. She old. She may not look good on the outside. She's got... another one of these. I think this one works. This one works. So it's locked. Unlocked. Dude, mall ninjas for life. I mean, tell me this ain't... So yeah, 20 plus years ago, young KDK would go to junk places. Come on. It's like you can't do this while you're fighting. You have to be like, hey, hold on, let me... There it is. And then there's a lock. So then you lock it. It's actually a really tight lock, so it actually feels like it. And now I can. What? Dude, I almost hit my camera. Pow, right? And then unlock. Shit.
At Jkorskadden 2486 became a member. At Jkorskadden 2486 celebrates 16 months of membership. Is that a sword in your hand, or are you happy to see me?
Jkorskadden, member for 16 months, bud. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And no, that is not a sword in my hand. What? It isn't? No, that's no. I'm happy to see you. Very happy to see you. All right. Do we have anything else in here? I know I have some more junk. Looks like I need batteries. I need batteries. Speaking of, wait a minute. Where is that? Oh, and I found that one too. Sweet. Where is my lightsaber? That is a weird question. I don't even know where it is. Check out this one. There's like an idol. See that? That's solid, I don't know, cast. Right? And then this is nice handle. Cast. Tell me that's now this. I will take this out. This is legit. I'm comfortable with this. The Sithless of Sith Lords. The Sithiest. The Sithiest. Darth Kinman. Yeah, this is legit. Boom. Solid. I mean, I feel like this is, I don't know how this was done because I don't see how this was done. Darkness prevails. Got this from some rich dude I used to work for. And he was like, oh, I know you like stuff like this. Here you go. We should look this up, try to figure it out. It's nice, though. This is pretty fun. For what it is, it's short. But SBD, silent but deadly. Where is my lightsaber, bro? Bro. Where's the lightsaber? Rice axe. Here's my recommendation, rice axe. Forget about cold steel. Just forget about it. There are some Magnum Wakizashis out there that are made by some incredible makers that are not cold steel. And if you like Wakizashis and they don't make one, there's some out there for you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Find a sweet one. In fact, Donnie's going to start making Wakizashis. Donnie, you lurking in here? Where is my lightsaber? Huh. It's like it can't go far. So where the hell would I put it? That again? Oh, I've had this for 20. This was a birthday present. Thank you, JD. 2005. 20 years. They make a lot better ones now. So if you're interested in a lightsaber, there are some pretty sweet ones out there these days that crush. Absolutely crush. Use the force, Luke. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. I need to find, I know I have more knife weapons. Knife weapons? Some of this crap. Dude, what does it say? Yeah, it does. Stainless steel. Like the 3 Magnus sluts. Oh! Oh my god. I tell you what. NeoPixel sabers. Excuse me. Yeah, and you can pick any color you want. And, I mean, I've got these that I use for lights. I'm missing colors. That's weird. I think the battery's almost dead. And I got the sound off. I use those once in a while to help send more light. Magnus slots for life, bro. This weekend, I'm going to try to finish up those masks. They are not in this room right now. Try to finish up the Magnus Lutz masks for us. Got to get them to you guys. Show my early appreciation. It's only the beginning. It's only the oh my god. Shit. Should we do an unboxing? What do you guys think? It's 9 o'clock. Live stream's over. Are we about to go into after hours? Late night with KDK? Yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to move into the smooth groove sounds of the late night with KDK. What we need to do is we need to turn them lights down. Get a little sexy. I'm sitting there trying to go, and then I see Kinky, and it just makes me smile because I'm a child. I'm an absolute child. Look at a Kizer T1 gray micarta sunset PVD blade hardware. Got free. Oh, from an order mess up. Kizer T1. Why? What planet am I on right now? All right, Stacy. We're here with the cool late night evening sounds. Built for love, built for speed. T1. Oh, this. Kizer's been busting out a lot of new stuff lately. I can't keep track. And they don't send me anything. So which is fine. So it's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up. So which one are you going to get?
At Stacy Bolstead Blades became a member. At Stacy Bolstead Blades celebrates 17 months of membership. Let's go 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 go. With KDK.
Let's go to go 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 go. Stacy, 17 months. Thank you so much, girl. I owe you so much. So much. I got to get that tracking for you. I'll get this sent. I apologize. I got busy this week and didn't get anything shipped. I got to ship some stuff up for Fred too. But this is a little gift for Stacy for being as good as awesome as she is. She wanted to get one that didn't have that blue one. I'm like, I got you, girl. But thank you, Stacy. 17 months. So much more to come. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Okay. So what we need to do now is I need to take this smooth, sexy jazz. And we need to get these bad boys out of the way. So that we can get to it with the hot sounds of the ratcheting kudu. I got it today. The Norplex Ultrex Micarta. The middle one. Or wait, did you get the button lock or the crossbar?
Kids, what have we learned from Dan's shenanigans? Well, he needs to go buy some new batteries. Can I get a fucking batteries ray?
Battery! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now. Yeah. $5 Hate Nate. Old school Metallica. Old school Metallica. FTW. Okay. Out the way. Out the way. And we are close. Right, it's in it. I'm gonna basically put that in when this stream is over and rock out. My neighbors are gonna hear it. That's how loud it's gonna be. Wait, 40. Yeah, because Injustice for All came out in 80, 90. And so that means before that, oh my God. When did Ride the Lightning and Kill him? Let's not think about it. Master of Puppets 86. And then when did Ride the Lightning come out?
At Kevin Smith and Knives became a member. At Kevin Smith and Knives celebrates 11 months of membership, almost one trip around the sun.
Almost one trip. Kevin Smith and Knives for 11 months at the D2 level. Thank you so much, Kevin Smith and Knives. Dave says they're doing the Ride the Lightning on the Megadeth final album. Really? Fight fire with fire. So cool. I love it all. Okay. All right, Cadbit here. Boo, 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 boosh, 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 boosh. Boosh, boosh, smoosh, smoosh.
Master. Master.
Oh, you guys, I'm going to get my guitar out one of these days. I would say of all music that I learned how to play when I played a lot of guitar was a lot of Metallica. A lot of Metallica. Dave Mustaine. That's correct, Stacy. He was in the band. Oof. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get in this smooth, deep unboxing. Late night style with KDK. What do you think about it? What do you know about it? Have you been here before? If you haven't, welcome. Here we are. How's the lighting? It's a little dark. Inviting. I need to change this. With my awesome lights that Stacy gave me. For those that you don't remember, those lights are from Stacy. Those are Olight, like rope lights or whatever. One for each. Another great thing that Stacy has done for the channel. I mean, we're surrounded. Woman is a saint. Be sure to look at the pic I posted in general before bed. So now, or do I wait until like right before I'm going to bed? Grateful, or what is this one? We'll find out in a second, I guess. Carpet on the floor. Oh, that's great, Cicero. That just brings me joy. Thank you. I need to make that into a shirt. Bag on the floor. I'm so good at making notes and not doing anything about it. Nah, I mean. I just like being nice, not really to be. Stacey's like, stop talking about me. Okay. All right. Know what I'm saying? It's got a nice echo to it. Do we have any guesses? Any thoughts, any guesses on this Amazon Prime sale deal that I picked up? Stacey's gonna whoop your ass, Dan. Credit where credit is due. What are we opening it with? Best be opening that box. All right, we've got the clean, smooth late night sound with KDK. There's the box. All right. Batteries. C batteries. We need a whole bunch of C batteries. This box has 10 more kudu lights. You get a kudu light, and you get a kudu light, and you get a kudu light. Did you say it was in general? Megadeth reveals full track list for upcoming final album. Track 1, I made Metallica. Track 2, I am Metallica. Is that what you... Who knew the kudu? You mean the babe? Well, it is not a kudu, but does that give it away? Uzo? Anybody figure it out from there? That shit's funny as hell. For those that already know, what do you mean? Box on the floor. It's another cold steel. I've actually looked at one of these. My buddy Tommy got one, and let me check it out. Umamazan. These are on sale right now. So why would is the blade is the knife shorter than the hand or the box? No. You know how like usually you get a box, the box is like this. You take out the knife and the knife is like this in the box. No. We're gonna have to up the lighting here in a moment, but this is the Cold Steel Luzon Large. And if you don't know, you're about to. Jesus Christ. Mini bag on the floor. Good God. Look at the handle. I am full two-hand grip. The Luzon Large is a absolute tank. Ocean. They have the Luzon and the Luzon Large. Sorry. Wait a minute. Drop that down. This is the Luzon Large. Good God, no. Bruh. This is out of control. This is out of control. How is why did I not get this a long time ago? This is bananas, dude. It's just so we've got a secondary lock. Is this only for when it's open? So that is a secondary lock. Now I can't get into the liner right there. Oh, you can Emerson wave this? It doesn't have a clip? Oh, no, it does. Look at the clip. You can't even see it. Look at that clip. It's huge. So we can Emerson wave this bad. But why do I want one of these now? You know why. You know exactly why. It's stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, here we go. Good God. Gotta go on that one. This clip sucks. There we go. Oh, it doesn't even, I can't even. There it is. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. All right. So yeah, pocket. You can choke back on it. I mean, if you want, I got the handle sticking out the back. You could choke up on it. I need deeper pockets. Well, that was just my front pocket because it'll go all the way down the pocket. This is my knife pocket that's in the front that doesn't join the main pocket. Doesn't quite make it. Ah. Jesus. Dude. Dude. Okay. Why does that ruler look like a ruler for ants? So they do have the Luzon that's not a large, and it's basically like a 4-inch. This blade is over 6. This ruler is no good. Put it in your pocket. I did. Sorry. Go right in there. It's in. It's gone. Oh, get it off the loose and then Emerson wave that bad boy. What need? I mean, come on. Right. Right. Damn near almost an 8-inch handle. I need a bigger ruler. We can't even 12. It's 14. It's 14 all day. You all know this. The Buck 119. This is a big knife. Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm gonna need 2. It's like the overbuilt pound brick knives. So practical. It just. Oh, that's just rich. Where's the. Okay. 10-inch knife. Ten-inch knife. Oh, Christ. Yeah. Yeah, that's something. Smallest folder, largest folder. This is my new largest folder. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I mean, we got the Maxius Goliath. Maxius Goliath is a beast. An absolute hog. Was that a Buck 119? This is yeah, it was a 119. That's the Buck 119. Yeah. This is a serious one right here. The old tack knives. Tack Force. Tack Force toothpick. Toothpick is kind of the cheapo. The ultra cheapo. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Max Ace Goliath, SLD Magic, Sand My Blade. Flips out. Beast. Look at that. 4.5 inch blade. All day long. Look at how tiny it is. That 4.5 blade looks tiny. Brashear Beer. What's up? Won't be able to say hi to everyone. Just quick stop, say hi. Hit that like button. You should too. Thanks for popping in. Hope work goes well for you this lovely evening or day. I want a slugger. What's a slugger? Micro. Wow. I have no light right here. I need to figure that out. I'm learning. I'm learning. I got light down here. Smallest laser mark ever. That little Sagaya pattern on there. Four-inch blade. Shit. Yeah, this one right here. I actually really like the Max Ace Goliath. This is a cool beast. You have an all black one? A little loose. There we go. Wait. There we go. Tighten it up. She's solid now. And it's got that weight, just drops, centered. That's a great knife. It's a great knife. So is this. Tack Knives OTF knife slugger, 89 bucks. Oh, that's what it is. And it's an OTF. Tack Knives makes some cool stuff. Oh yeah, this one. 89 bucks for the old Tack Knives slugger, drop point, spear point. Get out of here. Get out of here. Tonto. Why aren't they showing it? I swear I looked at this already and it at least showed us the other blade shapes. Annoying. Here we are again. How many pages? Wow, I can't even close out of this. Drop point. Looks the same as the spear point, which looks the same as the Tonto. Why can't you show us our selections? It's a 119, Stacy. It's a 119. There you go. Awesome knife. And this is the Luzon large. I believe I asked for the large cappuccino. Wow, that's... Did I slam that out? Oof. My God. It doesn't even fit on. I mean, that's the craziest part is I can two-hand sword grip this bad boy without being, you know, I can loosen up and then still there's handle, right? Grateful's getting a Tuya Titan this weekend. Is that the one? What have you thought about the one that the wife said she's giving you the $300 limit on? Solid. You can hear that though. Need to work on that a little bit. Well, work on that focus. That's just a wild knife. Tuya Titan. Gotta see. Any other thoughts though on what Grateful is gonna get? What is this little chody thing? The Tuya Titan. How short is this? Is it really that chunky? Yeah, overall length 5.6. What a little chode. That big old finger choil though. Boom, boom, boom. Pinky will still be on there. Wow. That is... Oh, that's great. That's great. It's a little chunk. It's almost as wide as it is long. Long. What's up, Cheesy Moon? Fit and finish will be good. Yeah, Tuya is pretty solid. That thing is fun. We are in serious chode mode right now. Get that purple one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Purple or blue. It's fun. Chode. Yeah, that is something. That is something. 180 bucks. I do want to design. I like just something chunky, thick, overbuilt is fun. It's fun. Obviously, I like overbuilt large things. We have fun here. This is true. Ugh. God, that's horrible. It's like on the worst washers you've ever heard. It like needs... Wow, with the focus. Nothing beats a good chode. I'm definitely falling more into the... I don't know how chody they are. But, you know, when you're getting down... This one's on the higher end side, but the smaller knives, like the Cornerstone, where the initial spot is almost small, but the choke up spot gives it that full size feel. You know, another good example, Premium Pony Stout. Down here, I'm almost hanging off, but that choke up spot now, it's like a chunky, small knife that feels big in the hand. Of course, I'll say the Horlock, same kind of deal. Because right back here, it's not too big, but it's stout and it feels great in the hand. It feels chunky. So not super chody in a full chode sense, but them thicky, stocky looking ones, yeah. Premium Pony Stout is pretty dope. It feels like a bigger knife, but it's not. I'm really digging it. Can't get nothing until birthday. 300 in the hole. Have Christmas to deal with. 26 gifts for Christmas. That's a big family. That's a big family. I would say, if anything, my family is, it's nice to be a little smaller when we, you know, I have some extended family further away, but generally we get together for Christmas and presents and stuff. It's basically a smaller group, about 8 of us. 7. Pony Stout most carried this year by far. Really? Even after you picked up this? This is my favorite dual wield. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Especially I got the lefty version and the righty version, so sitting in my hand, just 2 thumbs drops, boom. And 2 great tastes. Taste great together. Clean. Clean win. Picked up the V2 late in the year. Yeah, that's true. So it's hard to keep up when you had this one all year. I hear you. I hear you. But they're both great. They are both great. Oh, lovely pair. Speaking of lovely pairs, Grateful's been posting some amazing pairs lately. Been daily posting pocket checks and stuff, and he's usually carrying 2 knives, and he pairs them up really, really well. I like your style, Grateful. Good pairings. All right, it's dinner time, kids. It's, whoa. Whoa. I bought the Civivi ST150, talking about a chunk. Is this, what is this? This is the 155. This is the 155, but yeah, chunk. Chunk. That was a long ass stream. Thanks, Dan. What are we at? 3 hours and 40 minutes, and this guy didn't even pee one time? You gotta be kidding me. Are you a robot? What is that? I'll look up the 150, Stacy. They do make some chonkers. Well, it was fun. I appreciate all of you. I'm glad you had a good time. I had a blast. Another day of chaos successful. I'll do another video of this Luzon. I swear it wasn't that chunky right when we opened it. It's fun. It's huge. Wow. It's just crazy. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right. I once gamed for 72 hours straight. Wow.
It's a chode mode life for us. It's a chode mode life for us. No one likes a non-chode naff. Gotta get a sweet chode naff. It's a chode mode life.
It's a chode mode life for us. 8 and 8, closing her out with a $5 beautiful Annie rendition of Chode Life. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's fun stuff. Thanks, KDK, and y'all fellas. Have a good night. No piss break. I didn't have to. Lucky me. If I get into it and we start, then I'm gonna be every 15 minutes. It's like, dude, now that doesn't make sense. But it's weird how that works. If I drink a lot of coffee in a day, I only had a couple today. But we're good. We're good. Thank you so much, Heat Nate, Grateful Dong, Stacy, Neil, Stonewall. My God, I could go through everyone. Ocean Herne, Cicero, Cheesy Moon Workshop popped in at the end there. And for all those that have been lurking, chilling, Ramses, Thomas, of course. Magnus Sluts for life. Zachary. It's been a good time. Sorry if I didn't say hi or say I've missed anybody's chats or anything today. Always a pleasure. It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll probably go live in the early evening for a little bit and then Saturday morning again. TKE was in the live for a little bit. For those of you that missed that, he's doing well. He moved. That's why he hasn't had as much time to work on the channel. I know that when you're moving to a new place, that can take up a lot. And to be able to have time to do everything you need to do, it's great that, you know, everything's going good for him. They got moved and he's going to be making some more vids and doing some lives again soon. So we look forward to that. Knife Party, Deftones comments. On that, I appreciate you all. Stay sharp, stay safe, stay happy. Continue to have a positive outlook on life. I hope everything goes well for you. Everyone have a great weekend. Next Thursday is a holiday. I do lives on Thursdays. I'll figure something out. We'll see. I'll be live plenty of times before then anyway, and we'll figure it out over the weekend during the week. Yeah. Put those, make a little list. Next time we get together, mention some of the new knives you're looking at, getting sales that you find, all the things. Let's keep our tight-knit network of friends and discussion about cool knives and what's out there rolling. And yeah. Dude, this thing is stupid. Right? I mean, you could get the 4-inch version, but why would you? Might as well just get the pow. The beast. Oh, am I ever going to carry this? We'll see. Make a list, check it twice. I'm naughty, you're nice. Maybe. Maybe if you're lucky. 3 hours and 45 minutes of absolute love. Thank you all. Thank you all.